Okay. It'll be okay now. All we have to do is wait for the army. Don't worry. I'll get you to your father.
Right?
What is that?
Well, if it's not the cavalry, it can't be good.
You think they're gone?
Oh, take up. Come next, let's go up. Watching football. What side, Shawnee?
Let me drive. You still want more? I'm a promoter. That is what I do.
You gotta listen to yourself.
I won't. I'll watch it for you later. Football.
And inside some
Go upstairs. I think so on this thing.
see the fat apple in Liverpool too.
I'm coming there for you in your opinion.
Just a reminder, the other game in this group being played in Germany tonight. I'll keep you up to date with the scoreline between Frankfurt and Marseille. Such a tight section, this everything's still possible. It's made a compelling viewing, hasn't it, this group? Yeah, I think it's always going to be one of those that everybody thought Tottenham would run away with, but the quality that in particular Sporting and Marseille have shown in the last couple of games anyway has really tightened up this group.
Bye, Dad.
Hello, love you.
Bye.
Bye. Love you.
Davis. Sorry, Dyer again. Saying how much he owes to Sporting, the club where he started out. At just the age of 7. He was telling the story of how he was a little nervous going to his first training session as a young boy. He said his mum just threw him over the fence and said, "Get on with it."
I'm going to move to the corner.
He was glad that she did.
I'm going to move to the corner.
What a place to go and
I think well,
education in football. Always develop top footballers technically
Come
as
on,
well
buddy.
as
What?
mentally and physically.
I'm sorting myself up, mate. I'm sitting
Trincão's
down.
now. Should be quite a fluid, pacey front line tonight for Sporting, of course. Trincão. Former Wolves slowly.
well,
We know about Marcus Edwards, the former Tottenham youth graduate. He was born in Enfield. Paulinho appear is going to play through the middle. Some speculation it could be Edwards through the middle, but he started on the right. As Pedro Porro takes it out of play.
We need to keep an eye on Pedro Porro. He is really impressive. The first fixture, getting up and down in this wing back position caused Spurs a lot of problems.
Dyer. Romero. Doherty finds Lucas Moura, his first start of the season. Coates with the header.
Lucas.
Son. Kane. Nicely worked to Perisic. Darting run here from Son. Such a big, influential performance from Son here against Frankfurt. We reproduce something similar. Doherty's made a good run forward here. Just couldn't quite keep it in play.
It's really unlucky though from Doherty. The link up. You can see their big thumbs up. The understanding between Eric Dyer and the wing back. He just spun in behind at a really perfect time, and it's unfortunate. Just didn't quite get it under control.
The revealing interview that Doherty gave just ahead of this game was talking about his relationship with Jose Mourinho, who he said told him that if he could only have had one signing that summer that Doherty arrived at the club, it would have been him. Says he felt that he maybe let him down a bit. Here's Lucas Moura. Højbjerg.
sure
There's a
what
bit of
he's-
a doubt tonight, Højbjerg, but they'll be very glad that he's fit.
Oh, he'll definitely be glad that he's fit. That was not one of his finest attempts on goal, but he has an influence in that midfield, there's no doubt. I think that was clear to see in the game against Newcastle at the weekend.
He was missed.
Spurs looking to put on the pressure here as Adam gets it clear. Up towards Paulinho. Look for Marcus Edwards.
Not in, man.
Paulinho makes the run through the centre. He tried to pick out Trincao.
So when Spurs press up high like that, and then the ball goes into a forward. Eric Dyer has to be tighter, in my opinion. He's got to influence that much more than he did on that occasion.
Come on, man.
Edwards. Pedro Porro. He was held up there by Romero, and Sporting get the free kick in a good area to whip it into the box.
He gets that this every now and again. Romero, really aggressive, just goes after the ball. He's got to be just a bit smarter there. Just stand up, hold your ground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Pedro Porro who will take this. He was contracted to Manchester City up until this summer. And his delivery caused problems for Hugo Lloris. Everybody back defending this for Tottenham. Plenty of distance on that, and it's come to Trincao. Nuno Santos. Ugarte. Trincao. Coates. Flicked by Edwards, who found Paulinho. They're working it nicely here, Sporting. Trincao has peeled off to the left. Tracked out there by Romero.
Oh.
Mateus Reis.
Oh.
Good period of possession this for Sporting.
Come on.
Injuries and suspensions mean that the Portuguese side are a little under strength tonight. The return of Coates is very significant for them at the back. They'll miss the likes of Vizcaya and Pedro Gonçalves, though. He is one of the most highly rated coaches right now in Europe. Said he wouldn't use any absences as an excuse tonight. Didn't want his players to do so either.
How's that possible? Oh shit.
Doherty. Dyer. There's movement here from Lucas Moura. Let's see the ball is intended for.
Oh, come on.
Almost found him perfectly.
That's bright from Lucas Moura, and they need a bit of that at times. It's another close one from Eric Dyer. I think far too often Tottenham get into this rhythm of playing side to side, and teams get really comfortable. But the odd run like that from Moura will just make Coates just think, actually, maybe we've got to drop a little bit.
So you have 48 minutes on the pitch in all competitions this season. Lucas Moura has been struggling with a calf injury, and Conte has been managing his route back into the sides. Careful to make sure that there was no relapse. Davis finds Son. Ivan Perisic. Dyer. Romero. Kane. Able to turn and find Lucas Moura.
Why are they the Premiership?
Doherty was.
That's why you say this all the time.
True, aren't they? What?
Well, some games we played better than we have in other games.
I'm just saying. Why can't they pass it like that?
So check 1-3 for Harry Kane, and now Sporting look to counter with Edwards.
Come on, man.
Great feet, hasn't he? And this is Paulinho with Trincao and Nuno Santos arriving on the edge of the box.
The way you use
Armenia
them.
with the cross over towards Nuno Santos. It comes to nothing for Sporting.
Yeah, well done, Doherty. He tracked his runner all the way in. And just kind of when it mattered, just got his body in. As you mentioned, Marcus Edwards with a good feet. I think Sporting have shown kind of going forward, they can cause problems, but look at Doherty back close, aware, little nudge. It's dealt with the situation.
There's an example, though, of the threat that they will have on the counter tonight, Sporting, with the pace of those three.
I think it's very similar from both sides. You know, I think both defences need to be aware of very similar attributes. Definitely when Tottenham come to life, when Kane just drops a little bit deeper, and then you start getting the runs from Son and more. And I think Doherty's the one that looks like he's going to be getting the most advance of the wing back so far. But there's no doubt Sporting have those.
Don't pass it to him.
Lost possession cheaply here. Mourinho was hoping for a cross in the middle. It's Trincao looking to pull it over towards him.
Silky won it.
Who knows, man?
Huh?
Who knows?
Cheeky nutmeg from Trincao.
What are you doing? A bit of trouble here.
Yeah.
You tip that.
Silly
No.
mistake from
What?
Doherty on
The
that
wire
occasion.
digs in.
Yeah. A pony tiger, I'm sure.
Nuno Santos will swing this in.
That's going nowhere.
Way too deep though.
All right, well, you go.
We'll look to get forward a lot down that left-hand side. He's a key creator for Sporting. 7 goal involvements this season. 5 goals, 2 assists. That's he's had a goal involvement in each of his last 5 league games.
Oh my God,
Nuno
wasn't
Santos.
Hmm.
When it does click for Sporting, they can
Come
be
on.
very, very good to watch. Pedro Porro.
Come on. Get me off the ball.
Look at that.
I don't know.
Mateus Reis.
Just bounces to them for whatever reason.
Rita.
Green.
What are you passing to?
Away by Dyer to Trincao. Tottenham inviting trouble really there.
I
Ugarte.
always do, don't I?
If you can't find a pass, kick it upfield.
Duartes.
Oh,
Slipped by
He
Davis.
slipped.
And Edwards looks to take it on and taken to the ground by Davis, who knew he couldn't let him get away there.
It's unlucky. It's the poor touch from Ben Davies. He acknowledges the foul, but the intention was good on that occasion from Tottenham, pressing from the front from Kane and Son, and it forced the mistake. They need to do a little bit more of that at times to me. I think too often they're happy just to sit on the edge of the 18-yard box and allow teams to control the game.
what's that called?
Genius.
What?
Genius.
To take.
Yeah.
And I don't know who the other person is.
Huh?
I don't know who the other person is.
Off the head of Doherty for a goal.
Him.
Yeah.
Nuno Santos to try again. Towards Coates.
Oh my god.
It's a warning for Tottenham. It's a great corner, that much better than his first.
Well, he only seemed to have the time to watch it all the way. No one's really picking up here. It's just behind Romero, and it's flighted lovely right onto his head. He just can't quite guide it on target. Almost comes off his shoulder in the end.
Just worth reminding you that Tottenham will be through to the round of 16 if they win tonight. They'll be confirmed as group winners if they win and Marseille lose. Sporting will be through if they win and the other game is drawn. There are other permutations.
Come on.
That is the basics. Kane, movement from Son. This is Ivan Perisic. Spurs getting forward in numbers. Over towards Harry Kane. The keeper's a long way out of his goal. He just about got away with that, Sporting. The best move that Tottenham have put together yet.
It was much better on that occasion. Slick passing, crisp, it was quick. They look dangerous when they can play like that, Tottenham. But sometimes it's a little bit too slow.
Yeah.
Romero.
Like in the Premier League.
Oh,
Like in the Premier League.
Fire forward to Son.
Come on.
Kane. Lucas Moura's on the move.
Come on,
And there's
Lucas.
the ball to pick him out.
Oh, for goodness
Adapted
sake.
really well. That's very good goalkeeping. But again, it's a nice move from Tottenham, who are starting, it would seem, to click into gear a bit.
Yeah, they are. I think he's offside.
Is he offside?
He just went a little bit too soon. Brilliant play
Yeah.
from Son. As I mentioned, Kane just coming off the mat. It's tight. It's really tight. I think he is just offside though.
Did he put his flag up?
Lucas Moura has definitely offered that.
He's got
That's something that
pace.
Spurs have been missing. Those runs in behind.
he's a good player, that boy.
Far more dangerous with him in the
We
side.
know.
Huh?
We know.
He's a player, isn't
Well, he is coming back from long-term injury, so he's working his way in.
Perhaps with a view
he?
to
Well, that's it.
getting him right to start tonight. And
That's true. That's what Conte said.
Sometimes with a player,
What?
the importance of the game.
That he's slowly bringing him back.
In terms of his fitness, and I said they've been managing him back in, Jermaine, but he's clearly felt that
Oh.
tonight's worth the
Are
risk.
you right there?
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, I mentioned at the start
caught up.
of the show that he
Come on, we need to go.
He's tried, and he obviously didn't feel as effective as a team going forward with the extra man in midfield. It also looked to me at times that the team didn't quite know just the natural things that they do when they play in this system. They've been playing it a long time, so they know the movements, they know what to do.
Come on. Keep the
They'd be
ball.
delighted to get him back.
Olivier showed good strength. Lucas Moura with Doherty on his way down the flank. Son central, but
Who are
just
you
not on the
passing
same
to?
wavelength, intercepted by Coates.
Come on.
Son looking for Harry Kane. Instead it comes
That's
to
it.
Perisic. And now it's Harry Kane. And Olivier's in the middle. And it comes off the goalkeeper for
Corner.
a corner. This is better now from Tottenham.
Yeah, it is much better. It was that second phase when they lose the initial one. Son there, bit of sharp thinking. When this comes to Harry Kane, he's got only one thought really. Get it across the box. He's clearly onside. He almost dives past it and it's into his own net, but it's good goalkeeping. Kind of reads the situation well. Gets it out for a corner.
Kane loitering. Tottenham on top for the moment. Able to make the most of that corner at the first attempt. They can recycle here though, and it's with Son. Perisic with a chance to cross. And the flag is up on the far side.
Of course it is.
Yeah, just went too soon. Better from Tottenham though. This is the kind of stuff that's going to get this crowd on its feet, get the energy in the stadium.
It's all here for Son. Right with it back. Nicely
don't need
by
Joe's all
Morita to Paulinho, and this is a great run by Edwards. Morita's continued his run into the box. Trincao is arriving as well. Good block by Ben Davis.
Yeah, I know the cross was on, but I thought he might just have a little run. Ben Davis there. Marcus Edwards, it's the first time he got a bit of space. He could have took him on 1v1.
Coates. Gonzalo Inacio. Guarded Sporting to their first league title in 19 years in his first full season in charge. Ruben Amorim. It's justified in his first season that €10 million buyout clause that they paid to Braga to get his services. So remember, even Figo, a Sporting legend at the time, raised eyebrows at that decision to pay so much to buy the coach out of his contract. It's proved to be worth every penny really for Sporting, as Kane looks for Son.
I'd stretch a lot.
Nice first touch by Ugarte. Edwards looks to receive possession and does. Pedro Porro. Pedro Porro with a teasing cross. And that's a chance, isn't it? A really good chance for Paulinho.
I mentioned Pedro Porro for this exact reason. He really is a player. He's positive. Just wants to get it hard and just whip this one in. And the run from Paulinho was just timed well. He's trying to open up his left foot and guide this one in. He just gets too much on it. More warning signs. This Sporting side can be dangerous when they want to be.
He said when he was on loan at Sporting from Manchester City that he wasn't even sure that Pep Guardiola knew who he was. And Pep says he did. He still stopped him anyway. And Son here finds Perisic. Behind it goes for a corner off the aforementioned Pedro Porro.
When you've got Kyle Walker and Cancelo in your side, you're always going to struggle to get ahead. So
It's quite cute.
I think Pep probably done him a favour and said, go and play some football.
Spurs take it quickly. Lovely flick there by Son and Bentancur's cross. And it comes out here to Højbjerg. Bentancur, they backed off a bit here, invited the shot.
Wide.
Why not? I understand why. Side likely to get chances tonight. Sporting have lacked defensive resilience this season. 10 clubs, but conceded fewer goals in Portugal's top flight. Fourth right now in Portugal. Position goes against Dyer.
That's a harsh one. I'm not sure what he wants Eric Dyer to do there. I think it's a clear shove in his back, but it's better from him. That's where I think he should be in that type of phase of play. Much tighter to Paulinho.
Edwards skips past the challenge. And Edwards goes on and has the shot and scores!
Oh, get lost.
There we go.
It had to be him! The Spurs youth graduate, back in North London, fires Sporting in front. And the Lions roar in London.
Oh, nothing, mate.
Tottenham never learn.
You're not
Is
even
there danger,
watching.
Huh?
You weren't even watching.
I am watching. What's
He's
he
the
got?
one that would have turned up tonight, wanted to prove a point.
I see the score.
And
Hey,
he's had his moment.
From a free kick,
Although
press
he's
it.
capable of it, he rides a lovely tackle.
He slips over.
Højbjerg has a little nibble at him, just there, and he skips by him. And he's weighing up the situation.
From out
So
there.
I'll let you in on the way of the strike.
But it's right in the corner.
I mean, I have to question Lloris. It
yeah.
doesn't seem like the cleanest of strikes. It's a good strike. Should it be going in? Maybe I'm being harsh, but can't take anything away from Marcus Edwards. He's had a go, he's picked his spot, then he stuck it in the back of the net. I'm not sure that should be beating Lloris.
Can Spurs hit that quickly? Perisic. It's a deep delivery and a good take by Adam.
Come on, Spurs.
Well, so much of the pre-match narrative has been around Marcus Edwards, somebody born in Enfield, joined Spurs at the age of 8, allowed to leave in 2019 after only one senior appearance. We've had a couple of goals in Germany in the game between Frankfurt and Marseille. That is 1-1 right now, and Sporting, as it stands, are top of the group. I think this could to and fro a bit, though, tonight. Such a tight section, and so long still to go. Bentancur.
Free kick.
We saw a good reaction, didn't we, Jermaine, from Tottenham when they went a goal down against Frankfurt. They need similar tonight.
Yeah, and it's been a balanced game so far. That goal's come out of absolutely nothing. There's no doubt that this Tottenham side can create chances in this game, and that won't be the last goal in it. But
What are you passing to?
the concern is because they've not been playing well. What happens to this team in this moment? Do they go under? Are they going to find a similar performance that they did against Frankfurt and get themselves back in the game? It's a fine balance when the confidence is not great in the team.
They need to react. They need to deliver. Coming into such a big game, having suffered back-to-back defeats for the first time since February, which Jermaine says maybe confidence might be a little fragile, but it's on this biggest of stages. Character as well as quality can be so important. Doherty, Lucas Moura, Dyer, Perisic will chase as Pedro Porro enough on that to get it back to Adam. Back from the Champions League ban tonight after that red card in the 4-1 loss to Marseille. Pedro Porro. Gifted to Edwards by Dyer. Paulinho now to Ugarte.
Not too many of those, Eric Dyer. As that central player of the three, at times you're almost like a deep line midfield player, and you're the one with the big responsibility on the ball to find those passes and almost control the game from that area. Is that one too many just stray passes?
He said at the start of the season he felt he was playing the best football of his career. He got back into the England squad. I just wondered, Jermaine, has his form been as good since he got back into the England squad?
I can understand why you've asked that question, but as it just fell in line with the team as well, it might just be harsh just to say it's just him. I think that there's a few players whose forms fell off over the last couple of weeks.
Davis, Bentancur, Kane, Boyvier, looking for Doherty, found him, nicely controlled as well. Lucas Moura's backing him up, and they get a corner.
It's a good play again. I think the only downside here is I'm sure when this ball's in the air, Doherty's thinking, I'd love to just fire this across the box first time. And there wasn't anybody there, so he had to take the touch, but did well to win a corner.
And this will suit the left boot of Ivan Perisic, a Champions League winner with Bayern. Olivier on the edge of the box. This came to Moura. Bentancur finds Olivier. Perisic. Olivier. Getting frustrated, you sense they want them to move through the gears more quickly, they want more energy, more tempo.
Sporting was just camped on the edge of the box, waiting for the attack. I think that's why.
Lucas Moura.
Come on.
Perisic had stayed on the right. Nuno Santos. Trincao. Edwards, the goal scorer. We saw Tottenham's amazing run of 10 home wins in a row ended by Newcastle on Sunday. Naturally, tonight they hope to start another winning sequence, but they have to come from behind here, Tottenham, as they did against Frankfurt. It's just been that sort of group where never on any occasion have been able to take anything for granted.
So they've got to get more aggressive in this game. They've got to get higher up the pitch. They've got to be more intense. Just lift it. Everyone's got to go in these types of occasions. Go and win the ball. Go and show that it's not going to be easy for a team to come here and just pop it around.
Ugarte. Really neat and tidy player. It's now Paulinho. Nuno Santos. Edwards has come short for it. Nuno Santos with the pass. This is Mateus Reis, one of the 3 centre halves.
You tell me.
Huh? Hey?
You tell
The
me.
game so far, Sporting. The goal to the good. Born in Enfield with the goal that is the difference.
Yeah, we don't need to
between the
hear about
sides.
that again.
Hey?
We don't need to hear about the goal.
Sporting, like historically, they love having the ball. They're always possession-based teams.
Why?
The more you let them have it, the
Press.
more confident that they get. And it's just, I know that Tottenham want to play this kind of like counter-attacking style of football, but
Come on.
1-0 down at home, you've got to get after teams and make life uncomfortable for them at some point.
It's approaching the 1-year anniversary of his appointment by Tottenham on the 2nd of November last year. Said yesterday that now is not the moment to discuss his future. He did acknowledge that his knowledge of where Spurs are as a club, what they need to do to get to where they want to be, is more complete now. He said it put him in a better position for having those talks eventually. Trincao, Paulinho makes the run beyond him. There's runners everywhere here. Edwards, who's got Nuno Santos to his left. And they win a corner, but that was very well constructed by the Portuguese side.
Yeah, brilliantly constructed. They're playing well, Sporting, but Spurs are just giving him all the space. The back three don't know whether to drop off or press up. And in front of them, Paulinho, Edwards, and Trincao are just running riot. It's too easy for them.
Gonzalo Inacio, Coates, Mateus Reis all forward here. Coates got his head on that. He seems to
We
be
should
the
stop throwing
target
things.
of those corners
We
from
should
the
stop
left.
throwing things on the pitch.
Twice he's been picked out now.
Yeah, throwing things.
Romero,
Come on.
Bentancur. Son finds Davis. Perisic. Right across to Doherty.
Don't lose it now.
Romero. Oibier. Davis. Kane.
Are we doing it?
Great pass there for Davis. He just seemed to stop, didn't he?
Saying.
Yeah, I just think he obviously thought we were drifting into an offside position, but Harry Kane seems to be the only one that has something like that, something cute in his locker.
He carried
where
on if
he
he got to that.
That pass that nobody can see.
They don't move,
Every
do they?
time that
Even
Spurs
if you
look
think
dangerous,
you're
really.
offside, you've got to go for it.
Yeah. The chances might not be offside.
Ugarte.
I don't know if you're offside or not, is it?
Just a reminder, our
Just
next
gotta-
live Premier League action comes from
Because you might
the
score
East Midlands,
and you might
Leicester
realise, oh, I
against
wasn't
the
actually
champions
offside.
Manchester City, Saturday lunchtime for that, and then a London derby coming up as well on the 6th of November. Chelsea against Arsenal, which is
The
another
arse wipes.
lunchtime kickoff.
It's like Chelsea, isn't it?
Oh, saying that, unblocked my ear.
What?
I had a blocked ear and saying arse wipes, unblocked it.
3 goals already in the game.
They are useful for something then.
What?
They are useful for something.
By 2-1 now against Marseille.
So that
Who?
Wani.
Frankfurt against Marseille are beating.
The table as it stands, Sporting remain top. Remember, if Tottenham
How is-
win this tonight,
oh,
they
get
could turn it
lost.
around, seal all 3 points. They would be
Come on.
guaranteed qualification.
It's football, yeah.
Me too.
Mateus Reis.
We were playing well. They scored, and it's reverting back.
Rules are like.
Just don't get it.
What's that
Marcelo
every game?
Inacio.
Just carry on doing what you were doing.
Isn't it?
Hmm.
Edwards.
I mean, they sort of sit back.
You need a goal, mate. So
Coates.
just press. Get the ball back.
Yeah.
Watchalong this time by Adan, headed by Dyer.
Oh, for God's
Really?
sake. Why does it always end up with them?
Paulinho.
Huh?
Always ends up with them.
They look sharper.
They're
Sporting.
sharp on what we are.
Just reading plays like that much quicker. Where's the second ball going to drop? They go and win it. Then they recycle it, keep the ball.
It's a good few occasions now that the defensive header from Dyer, as you say, the next person there is a Sporting player that read what's coming.
Well, and the keeper on more than one occasion is happy to go long. And they're not going long because they think Trincão's going to win the header. They're going long because they're thinking, right, it's dangerous to play here. Let's play and go play for the second ball. And once we win that one, which they've done on numerous occasions, we're in their half.
It's a really interesting character, Ruben Amorim, not just for the tactical side of the game, but his personality as well. Very genuine, very honest. Sometimes getting in a bit of trouble. In fact, the club supporters have even started a social media account where they count down the days to his press conferences because they can be a great watch. This side are doing very well so far. With 10 minutes of this first half remaining, Marcus Edwards with the only goal of the night.
Come on.
Spurs need to give more.
The shot won't go amiss.
Yeah.
Testing the goalkeeper, a couple more crosses, just
Get a shot on target, you know.
just a little bit too slow.
What happened to the fast passing?
Yeah. They know exactly what they're going to do. What they even done it.
Romero,
Come on.
Davis to Dyer,
Come on. Put some effort into it.
Bentancur,
It's so ridiculous.
Perisic,
No?
Oibier, movement from Lucas Moore.
That was
Ah.
way too.
Hear the reaction of the crowd.
They're not completely lost as a team. It's just constant negative passes, sidewards, backwards. There's no creativity. They put one or two moves together that really didn't end in much. You can understand the crowd's frustration.
Davis, Tottenham being urged forward here.
Oh.
Perisic, Kane's found
Come
good
on.
space here. Lucas Moura to his right, Son to his left.
Come on, Sonny.
Here's Son. And still, and he bent one there. It was
Oh, man.
well gathered in by Adan.
What was a shot on target?
Again, started with Harry Kane. I think Coates makes a bad decision here not to go in and press him. He has a little knock over his shoulder, gets the turn. And he may have just been offside, not sure, but only works an opportunity for a shot at least. Min Son didn't get as much on it as he'd have liked, but it was something positive.
What's my way better, I thought?
Sparkles.
Late, I'm
against
assuming.
Brentford.
10
Son.
past 3.
Here's Kane, and he looks for Son again.
Come on.
Davis.
Why would you go to bed so late?
Just couldn't
Just
quite
keep
take
the
it.
ball.
Well,
Why is it so difficult to keep the ball?
Edwards did brilliantly to keep that in. He's got Trincão on the edge of the box. Paulinho's in there too.
it's on his own. It's still
Can't get
getting
it
around.
off him here. Edwards hits a really good run.
No?
Just don't get it. What's a foul?
That's where Sporting are really good there.
You're on a pitch.
Tottenham,
Something.
when they're at it and when they are good, they do play counter-attacking football
Come
much better.
on.
But they're quite happy to get out, stop it, source, create the foul, get the shape.
Bentancur. Romero. Højbjerg. Davis is on the move. Comes wide here to Perisic. Perisic with the cross over
It's too
towards
close
Kane,
to the
but
fucking goal.
decisive goalkeeping from Antonio Adan. It did really hang in the air though for the keeper.
It's a poor ball. He's better than that, Perisic. He can switch it onto his right foot and whip a ball in. A lot of thinking for that man there to do at half time. He hasn't got much to play with on the bench either, so he needs to find a way to get the players out there playing with more confidence in his second half.
Yeah, throw some fucks into it.
Come on.
Really
no.
savvy and mature performance so far from Sporting. Lost 3 of their last 4 away games. In front in London. Pedro Porro. Ugarte. Lost a lot of presence in their central midfield over the summer with Mateus Nunes going to Wolves and Alina going to Fulham. But
I'll
Ugarte
get
has done really well.
lost.
Made himself a mainstay. Here's Pedro Porro. 3 in the box for Sporting. It's blocked by Ivan Perisic, but Pedro Porro on occasion will remain a threat down that right-hand side. A fine crosser of the ball.
There's always a threat, always an option out wide. They look like they're finding this reasonably easy, Sporting. Like they're enjoying themselves.
It shouldn't be like that, should it? Tottenham's home on such a big night for them, a night where they can seal qualification. In towards that near post, they've got a second! Coato as it was, who was in there at the flag, and has gone up. It's a handball and a yellow card as well. And just for a second, it looked like they doubled their leads.
Let's have a look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a clear handball.
Like, what are you doing?
Get sent off.
It's a yellow
It
card.
really was another dangerous set piece. He's only inches away from putting his team.
Why is it
2-0
not
up.
red then? If it's deliberate handball.
Spotted by the referee.
Huh?
If it's deliberate, why is it not? Yeah, no, but saying it's deliberate, so why is it not red?
Yeah.
It's 8 seasons
And a
now
goal.
at Sporting.
That's a bit confusing.
Davis. Despite the fact that was handled into the back of the net, Jermaine, I just wonder whether the defending of that set piece and 1 or 2 others in this first half would also be of a concern to Conte.
Oh, definitely. They've lost far too many headers. I think that one on that occasion. The delivery is absolutely spot on. But once you lose that first header,
What
you're
are
at
they
the
doing?
mercy then, because
Don't ask me.
that second ball is always difficult to pick up.
Oh, it's so slow.
We need a goal.
We're going.
Why is it? You can't play backwards. You ain't gonna score like that.
Perisic looking for the run of Davis.
Mm,
Porro under pressure, but he dealt with the pressure very well.
knock him out.
Tottenham get the throw it. Lucas Moura. They need his energy and endeavour, but he's lost it.
Oh, for God's sake.
Just hasn't been enough conviction about Tottenham when they've got anywhere near the final third as of yet. And there's
Oh, for
going to
God's
be a free kick
sake.
here for
Of course there is.
Paulinho.
Look it up, man. Up. There's nothing in it.
Oh my God.
There's not much in that.
If there's a foul,
That's why Eric Dyer's having a word with the referee. He's just got tight and stood his ground there.
Interesting that Yves Bissouma has been sent to warm up ahead of half time.
They're lacking something in that midfield. Tonight, with Højbjerg back, it's whether it's an extra body or whether it's just a bit of energy.
need something.
They always seem to get overrun.
So it's deep in thought for a while now. Antonio Conte, Liverpool have taken the lead in Amsterdam. Mo Salah has got the goal there against Ajax.
Huh?
Oh God.
What about you say? Back in my day, I'd fucking score.
Like, get me on the pitch.
Huh?
Get me on the pitch.
Yeah. But he put it back in it.
Come on. Really?
Determined from Højbjerg, and he feels he was being fouled there.
Show some fight.
Mateus Race.
Like they can pass it.
Well, if
Easy.
we get a draw.
We have to
Lucas
win
Moura.
our last game. I think that's how it works. We'll probably come second, though, won't we?
Davis.
Really, you'd want to come first.
Bentancur to Kane. And Harry Kane goes down and gets the free kick. And this is an opportunity in the final minute of the half for Tottenham to try and exploit. Well won, the free kick by Kane.
Why is Kane the only one who seems to do anything?
Zagate just throwing his body into Harry Kane. I think he thought a shot was coming.
You could knock Kane over, didn't
Come on. We need to get a goal.
Well, they've been far from their best in this first half, Tottenham, but
Well, we started off
it's a
well, then they
chance to put
scored,
the
and it went.
goalkeeper perhaps under some
Don't
pressure to
blast
ask
it
some
over the bar.
questions of Sporting.
Hey.
Maybe, well,
Cross,
definitely
Put
haven't
it in
done
the
enough
box.
of that so far, Tottenham.
head it in. That's what you need to do.
Plenty of players on the
Peter.
edge of the box as Højbjerg plays it short for Bentancur. And
Oh, for
Sutton
God's
slipped.
sake!
And that sums the first half up in a way, really, for Tottenham.
Obviously, you can't help slipping, but
Paulinho,
Why did they just cross it in?
Doherty.
they obviously had like a plan.
Last chance to get forward
but
in this first half.
he slipped.
Why are they not
Shows down the
moving?
line.
No one.
No one's doing anything.
Davis. Again, the crowd not happy with the way the ball is being played. And
Oh, what are you doing?
Moura did really well to do anything with it there, but then gives away the free kick. A
Oh,
frustrating half, Jermaine.
Yeah, really, really frustrating. You know, it was an opportunity to come out and show the fans that they've put the weekend to bed, but it's been another poor 45 minutes from them.
well, half.
Plenty for him to say, no doubt, at half time. It's been deep in thought, Antonio Conte, and understandably so.
He's going to make a change at half time.
Marcus Edwards, the boy born in Enfield, whose goal separates the sides at half time. At the break, Tottenham 0, Sporting 1.
What?
Well, you don't have to stay where you're born, do you?
No, why's it over that fucking numpties?
No.
This program is brought to you by PlayStation.
I'll come out where that would be.
Official sponsor.
Hey, let's move this fishing.
We're getting extra man in midfield, hopefully.
What?
Get an extra man in midfield.
What the fuck have we had?
Huh?
What the boo-boo?
What do you mean, don't boo-boo?
Well, I've
Oh,
stopped
go
at the garage.
away. Huh?
Done shop.
Yeah.
Don't give me wallet. Ain't there. I'll look at it.
Still no sign.
Does it work?
Definitely lorry.
It's a bit silly, that, isn't it?
The lorry's old.
Yeah, but still. You can't get anything.
What?
You can't get anything.
Who?
You.
Well, no, right. The bank cards in it. But no one's getting it. They've got to get through the past all the cameras,
Yeah.
past all the security dogs that run around the site.
Everything's
Dogs.
like gone up.
Yeah.
Yeah, Alsatians and Dogans.
Yeah.
I'm worried.
Yeah.
And I want to tell someone.
Yeah, might get their
I'm not
arse
the most
bitten.
emotional person in the world.
Who's got
so I
arse
tend
bitten?
to keep it
So
to
they will
myself,
do.
but I think I've
Someone
been
broke
really good
in.
lately. I do tell you
They're feisty.
a little bit more. And it's actually refreshing
What?
because it makes me feel like
Guess
I'm not
who
the
is
only one
watching my
struggling.
live? Dunno.
What's she watching it for?
I don't know.
What's she watching live?
Maybe she's lost again. It's
What?
on YouTube. I'm live to the web.
On average.
Oh, it's on YouTube now.
Yeah. You live stream on YouTube.
That could mean quite a few old pensions,
What's she hear what you're saying?
Yeah.
all in different places. Why not get them under control today?
Because when we lost
by
to
bringing them together into one plan?
Man United, she was watching it because apparently they were lost.
Well, there are thousands of people who've already combined their pensions.
I thought she'd rather have something else
It's
better to
standard
do.
Can hear everything you're saying. She can't spell saying properly, but there we go.
Shit, with his clothes.
Oh,
Nor do I surrender.
It's his darkness that lets him do what heroes cannot.
get me on the pitch, Dad.
Huh?
Get me on the pitch.
Yeah.
I'll knock everyone out the way and let them score.
Black Adam in cinemas now.
Stop the trailer, stop.
What do you do, though?
Black
You knew
Adam is much too powerful for this small screen. The
Yeah.
action, the
What?
thrill,
Yeah, you can mute it.
big
can.
super
Yeah.
muscles. It's made for the big screen. Use one cinema tickets with
Mute
your
it.
Switch car insurance with the plans
Why?
market.
Huh?
Mute it, why?
Oh, I need it.
Yeah, but
You're not even going in the day. We're going to talk about it when we're in the day.
Enjoy the same feeling whatever the trip. Premier Inn. Rest easy. Only available to book at premierin.com.
So he finally sold the house. Congratulations.
I'm already pleased.
Did you use purple bricks?
Why would I? They're just online.
No, they're proper estate agents, real people. You just don't pay commission.
No commission.
If you're selling a lovely home, save yourself from commisery with purple bricks.
Accenture. Let there be change. This program is brought to you by Heineken, UEFA Champions League official sponsor.
So it's Spurs that trail by a goal to nil at half-time. We'll get into all of the talking points in just a moment. But just to remind you, it's another huge night for British MMA on Saturday as Ipswich-born Arnold Allen headlines a UFC fight night in Vegas against the dangerous Calvin Kattar. Featherweight Allen is unbeaten in 9 UFC fights and is regarded as one of the sport's most exciting rising stars. Well, speaking of exciting rising stars, we've actually just seen one out on this pitch here in North London because Marcus Edwards, we spoke about him in the pre-show, but he was something special in his first 45 minutes, wasn't he, Owen?
Yeah, just a little cameo of his ability, his touch, his awareness, his positioning on the pitch. First of all, it's a fabulous ball from Coates between the lines. But the touch, that one there is ridiculous. Composure, good balance, good strike. Obviously, Romero needs to come out, Glenn, but there's so much to like about this. Look at him checking his shoulder. He knows where Paulinho is there, sets it around the corner, and he's off, Glenn.
Yeah, it's a lovely little sort of 1-2 on the safe side. When he gets in that position there, Romero's got to go to the ball. And I think if he goes to the ball, he has to play it wide. Edwards will play it wide, and Duckett is there. For me, Lloris a little bit deep in his goal. When he hits it, he didn't hit it, fully. He hits it, he drags it a bit, and he's very deep in his goal for me. And that's what he does. He does it time and time again. It's a lovely strike, and he's been a real starlet, isn't he, Edwards? He's a terrific player. And this sporting side have passed the ball exceedingly well, haven't they?
A lot of patience, but also the lack of pressure from Spurs just get them comfortable on the ball. They're fantastic football players, they are. They like to keep the ball, they have patience on the ball. And actually this goal happens because Bentancur lost his position and the gap was there. And Marcus Edwards was really clever just for the gap straight away. But plenty of gaps in Spurs midfield. Sporting really clever, the wingers coming in, playing the ball, getting patient. And and the best chances from the game was from Sporting. Paulinho, Coates with a hand just inches away from his header, so tough first half for Spurs.
Yeah, absolutely. And surely something has to change in this second half for Spurs, Owen, because when we look at that table, that tells the story. They're going to head into must-win territory on the final match day of the season if they don't pick up the 3 points tonight.
Well, you see that Sporting top of the table now. Look, they were fantastic in that first half, confident. Joe mentioned, they're very patient on the ball. Spurs need to speed it up, be more aggressive, be more physical. But Glenn, they just need to play different.
They haven't put a glove on them.
No.
They have not put a glove on them. They're at home here. They've got to have more intensity. They've got to have more creation on the ball.
But why that lack of intensity?
I don't know. They're passing the ball across the back really slow. If you're going to pass it across the back, zip it across. Because by the time you do it slowly, your opponents are all in a good defensive position. And plus, the pressing, there's no pressing together. I haven't seen Tottenham press win 1, 2, 3. It's the third guy that wins the ball, by the way, not the first sometimes. There's been nothing of that. For me, he's got to make changes, and I think he's got to put 3 in that midfield. He's got to get more bodies in there to win the ball back and have a go at this Sporting team. And then the wing-backs can play against their wing-backs. That ain't going to be a problem. And play with the 2 up the top there and get a midfield man breaking into the box from there. Because at the moment, if they keep playing like that, they're going to lose today.
So that's the question then, isn't it? Will Antonio Conte make any changes in this second half? But as for now, that man has stolen the show in the first 45 minutes against his former club, to the delight of his fans, as Sporting are 1-0 up at half-time.
This programme is brought to you by PlayStation, UEFA Champions League official sponsor.
Now I love a good chicken burger.
Oi, player. Tick, tick.
That's how you know it's good. All right. You enjoying that, yeah? Is it? Try this.
That's lucky.
Yeah, it is. Nice nails, by the way.
Where's mine?
The ultimate chicken burger has arrived at McDonald's. The new McCrispy with 100% chicken breast fillet. It's chicken for chicken lovers. Bang in.
Say hello to Go.Compare, the new way to compare prices on insurance, credit cards, and more. So, if you're looking for the right deal on your pet insurance, looking to switch your home insurance, or searching for car insurance with £250 free excess cover, remember Go.Compare. One click, and you're there. Go.Compare!
Enjoy the same feeling whatever the trip. Premier Inn. Rest easy. Only available to book at premierin.com.
Let's take a look at the will of your late father Robert. Benefiting are Barry and Linda, present today, but also Hitesh, who's worried about the side effects of his chemotherapy, and Daisy, who's determined to walk again following her bone cancer, and Sue, who wants a bit of wig advice.
Almost a third of Macmillan's work is funded by gifts and wills from amazing people like you. Create your lasting legacy by leaving a gift in your will to Macmillan, so we can do whatever it takes. Search Macmillan Legacy.
Everything's like gone up, and I kind of want to be that independent, strong woman. And sometimes I do I'm worried.
Yeah.
And I want to tell someone. I'm not the most emotional person in the world, so I tend to keep it to myself. But I think I've been really good lately. I do tell you a little bit more, and it's actually refreshing because it makes me feel like I'm not the only one struggling.
This programme is brought to you by Heineken, UEFA Champions League official sponsor.
Edwards skips past the challenge. And Edwards goes on, and has the shot and scores! It had to be him! Spurs youth graduate, back in North London, fire Sporting in front, and the Lions roar in London.
Well, that's the story of the night so far in North London. Here's the story of the night across Europe. Just quickly to point out, Liverpool are 1-0 up against Ajax, courtesy of a goal from Mo Salah. And the other game in the group between Frankfurt and Marseille sees Frankfurt leading by 2-1. And Owen, that emphasises even further the importance of tonight's match for Tottenham.
Yeah, they need to be different in the second half. More aggressive, more positive. They need a big performance in the second half because this is a really well-coached Sporting team.
Well, let's see how it all unfolds.
You better come back because it's starting again.
Thank you, Sheila. Yeah, it does illustrate, doesn't it, how topsy-turvy this group has been, that the team that began the night top are losing, the side that were bottom are winning. Frankfurt, as you say, 2-1 up against Marseille in Germany. Spurs a goal down in London against Sporting, behind, but far from beaten. But this is a challenge, Domain Genus, that Tottenham really need to rise to in this second half. We've seen Basuma getting a lot of instruction at half-time down in the technical area. No changes as yet from Antonio Conte, but it would appear as though Basuma is imminent.
Yeah, strange one, because, I mean, he was warming up at the end of the first half, and then just now as the team came out,
What are you doing?
there was some instructions getting read out to him in terms of, it felt like he was going to be coming on very soon, but
Come on,
he's obviously
man.
decided just to give his team 5-10 minutes to see if they can turn things around before he makes any changes. And they were sent out early, which tells you there's been a few strong words in there as well.
Coates, Gonzalo Inacio, Pedro Porro, seen the run from Trincao. And have progressed from the group stage in 4 of their 5 previous Champions League campaigns, only failed to go through in the 2016-17 season when they finished behind Monaco and Leverkusen.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
it's a slow start, isn't it, to the second half from Tottenham. Paulinho, Sporting who look more at it. Pedro Porro. Edwards has held a position on the edge of the box. It went in towards Trincao.
I hate the changes now, mate.
Maurice. Sporting looking to take the game to Tottenham in the early stages of the half. Højbjerg. Fine song. Sporting have it back again quickly.
Still watching it.
Edwards.
What's yours? What I said though, did you hear every message she said?
Don't know.
Coates. Mateus Reis. Trincao.
You changed it, didn't it?
No, not yet. I thought he would have done, but so far, no.
Kane gives it to Trincao.
Seriously, why do they keep doing
Tries
that?
to win it back. Kane, he gets the free kick.
It's catching.
Imperative that they find ways to get Kane more involved in this second half.
Hmm? Yeah.
That's all three
There's that.
of the
Thought so.
forwards really, Son and
Thought so.
Lucas Moura. Only really
She
ever
thought
on
so.
the edge of the game in the first
Yeah.
half.
So what you said?
Here is Son though.
Very mature. I thought so.
Can he find some quality from that left-hand side?
So,
Pitched in and
What's
gathered
that?
in at the second attempt by the goalkeeper Antonio Adam.
He was asking for someone to get across the goalkeeper, I think.
Yeah. Thought
Big
so.
ass, it's a deflection off.
She thought you said that, but she wasn't. But she wasn't sure.
That's what I like about Sporting. They mix it up. It's
Come
not just
on.
always, okay, we're going to play out with the back three. They'll fight in from the goalkeeper into Paulinho straight away and play from there. Their ability to mix it up in their build-up play is really good.
Flicked on by Son.
Keep hold of it, mate.
Peddling. Lucas Moura finds Højbjerg. Tottenham do have such a good home record in this competition. They've won 10 of their last 12 at home in the Champions League.
Come on.
And each of the last 4. Højbjerg. It's a loose ball that was well led. So many times that's happened tonight. Bentancur. Heung-min Son. Combining with Perisic. Bentancur. Doherty's made a run into the box. It's over towards him.
What?
Free kick given for the foul on Nuno Santos. It just feels like Jermaine. I know it's early in the second half, but it's just almost as if his side just can't get going tonight.
That time it's just a bit desperate. You know, that coolness, that clarity in the way that they want to play. They've got a lot of players in this team that have played in big games. World Cup semi-finals, World Cup finals even, European finals, played under a lot of pressure, but right now, they just look like a group that is just a little bit lost, especially when they're on the ball going forward.
Oh my
Pedro
god.
Porro sees the initiative there. He's got Edwards on the edge of the box. Trincão's there. Paulinho was calling for it. Held onto it too long that time. And now Spurs look to counter. Kane. Son's made the run down the left. This is better from Tottenham. It's Son. It's Højbjerg. Angle's tight. Kane's in there. Pushed away from him. Much better.
Much better. That's that first time really that Sporting have allowed the counter-attack. That six really good from Adnan, the goalkeeper, but Højbjerg driving from midfield, came with the pass. And then patient, they put that extra pass in just there. This is what the keeper does really well. Reads it early again. He knows exactly what Højbjerg's waiting for.
Can they pile some pressure on now, Tottenham? It's a good delivery and a fine defensive header from Coates. Still busy in that box. Swung in. Tottenham have a man down. It's Gaia who's been affected. The play is carrying on here.
Oh my god.
Bentancur.
What?
Heading for the byline, and Dyer was in there.
Come on.
Well, Dyer on the turn. And Lucas Moura.
No.
Doherty.
Oh my god. Come on, man.
Well, finally, a bit of life, something happening. It ends up being a really good strike from Eric Dyer. He didn't get off the ground at one point, but the play from Bentancur is cute. And then he drops the guy, and the technique's perfect. Swivels on it, smashes it, but Adnan again. It's in the right place to punch it away.
Liverpool 2-1 up in Amsterdam against Ajax. Darwin Núñez has got the second there. Mo Salah got the first. Renewed energy about Tottenham now, though. Bentancur, Son. One touch stuff here now from Tottenham. Davis needs a good ball in. Perisic might provide it.
Oh.
Mateus Race got it clear. They're keeping Sporting rather penned in for the moment. Perisic. Have to keep moving it quickly here, Tottenham. Dyer. And that's let them off the hook a bit, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has. Good defending from Toro again on that close. Just calm. But it's gone up a little bit. It'll make the players feel a lot better about themselves. Maybe just give him a little bit more thinking time. See what he wants to do.
Oh, God.
Whether Jermaine half the top of the bench warming up might achieve those on the pitch. Every now and again, that does help as a player. You want to be the one on there making a difference, not the one getting taken off. It comes to Antonio Adan. So often I read interviews with Tottenham players where they talk about a change of mentality and the Conte. Harry Kane was saying it recently, how he's brought a winning mentality. We really need to show this tonight. A chance to ensure progress to the round of 16 with a game to spare. Home advantage tonight against Sporting. A chance of revenge against Sporting as well after those 2 late goals in Lisbon on match day 2. Perisic, good movement here from Harry Kane. It's another Tottenham corner.
This is much better. They're ramping up the pressure now. Sporting just dropped off in their press. The gaps are starting to appear. They've just come back off Harry Kane on that occasion. So they're fortunate to get this one. Can they make the most of it?
Typically it was split time and the referee notes an infringement. Sporting get the free kick. But certainly the last 5 minutes will have been of encouragement to Conte. Liverpool go 3-0 up now in Amsterdam against Ajax. Harvey Elliott has got the 3rd goal there. Doherty. Romero continued his run. Mateus Race did well there. Looked on by Edwards. Sporting aren't keeping it as well as they did previously. Bentancur, Son, Kane, Son.
Come on.
Son's shot pushed away by Adam. It feels like a goal could be coming here.
Well, they're a lot higher up the pitch now. They're taking risks.
Sporting, no, you suspect will remain a threat on the counter. Morita. Nuno Santos is a long way forward, and this is Trincao. And now it is Nuno Santos.
Don't let him on.
And this is Trincao. Goal kick. There's the warning.
Yeah, he's better than that as well, especially on his left foot. Well, that is always going to be there when you're taking the risk to try and get yourself back into the game. They've got to find that balance, there's no doubt. There's a chance from Son. I don't think he's got a chance of scoring from there. He's got to go across the keeper. Lucas Moura was inside the 6-yard box waiting for anything that the keeper parried out.
Son well found by Bentancur. Perisic to his left. Lucas Moura to his right. Perisic. Yet another corner.
It's good defending though. He's asking for more from his team. Pedro Porro, he can feel it coming. They're mixing it up now, Tottenham. Though. It's not just Harry Kane dropping deep. On that occasion, it was Son dropping deep. That's what you've got to mix things up, not be so obvious in the way that you play.
It's been less predictable. And certainly more energy about Tottenham in the last 5 or 10 minutes. That's something they've really lacked so far tonight, but it seems to be coming for them now. Punched by the goalkeeper. Doherty. Bentancur. Højbjerg. Had been a doubt for this game. Missed training yesterday. It's Lucas Moura who's making his first start of the season. Højbjerg with the cross. Bentancur. Son. Bentancur. Oidier. Kane. Romero's a long way forward. Doherty. Space out wide for Lucas Moura, but Doherty went inside. Inadvertently, it comes to Lucas Moura. Well defended by Nuno Santos. Twice. Tottenham dominating the possession for the moment. Davis with the ball to Son. Stooping header clear by Coates.
Come on, Tottenham. I need a goal.
Sporting push right back here, Tottenham. Doherty. Lucas Moura. And Son looked to rise in the box. Suggestion of handball. Referee had a very good view of that. It was a whack of the finger from Danny McAlee.
It was instant as well. He wasn't interested in the claim. He just pointed to his finger just to... pointed to his ear just to confirm it was a no anyway.
Lucas Moura looking to commit defenders. Across goal. But that's what they need more of.
Well, definitely. Finally, somebody willing to run at someone, break the lines. Just opened up for Lucas Moura, and he's just thinking, should I have a shot? He just dragged it slightly.
What's wrong with him?
But the signs are much better.
Tap that forward.
It's the Japanese international Morita, who is the player down here. Very highly rated at Sporting. Morita, he settled in excellently there. That's why we have this breaking play. I should let you know about the big fight that we have to look forward to later on in the year. On the 3rd of December, Tyson Fury faces Derek Chisora in an all-British heavyweight showdown on the 3rd of December, and it's here at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, live only on BT Sports box office.
You don't see the goal. You know it happened.
I haven't seen too much of Marcus Edwards in the second half, but his goal still the difference.
Well, yeah, he's still at his moment. He was brilliant in the reverse fixture of this, but as it stands right now in the second half, it's a different Sporting we're having to see. Much more organised, a lot deeper. Not as many counter-attacks, not as many opportunities. So Marcus Edwards is just having to bide his time.
Well, they were struggling to find the shirt there for Mateus, but they've got it now, and they can make this double change. Flavio Nazinho is the other player coming on, just 19 years old, a Portuguese under-20 international. So Morita comes off with an hour gone. I have to say I'm surprised it's Ruben Amorim who's the first of the two coaches to turn to his bench. We fully expected Conte maybe to make changes at half-time. So Nuno Santos is the other player who makes way. Have a real nice balance about them, don't they, with Santos down the left and Pedro Porro down the right. Romero, urged on by the crowd, finds Lucas Moura.
Come Lucas. Oh, he's
Deep
there.
delivery, and Pedro Porro was the calmest man in the stadium to just chest that back to his goalkeeper.
It's really good from Romero, though, on that occasion. He's on the front foot. He's tried to do a lot of that tonight. At times, he can be reckless.
Davis. Dyer. Certainly ahead of this game, Eric Dyer. I think he will play abroad again one day, so it's something in his career plan. He started out in Portugal. Very happy at Tottenham for the time being, though. Son told to get back to his feet by Danny Mackley. Hearing down on the touchline that Brian Hill could be coming on shortly. Son with Perisic in the box.
Where are you going?
Expected the offside flag to go up, and indeed it does.
Didn't quite get anywhere near onside Son on that occasion. Here's the shout for the penalty. In a million years, hardly been touched.
Spurs dominant at the moment in terms of possession, but they need to turn that into more chances. Sporting out of your shot, do have a man down, but they're looking to counter here with Edwards. Trincao it was who went to the ground, but is now back to his feet. Mateus Reis, Coates, Pedro Porro, Edwards. Good pressure from Bentancur. It looked like good pressure. Feels agreed with the decision to award a free kick.
Yeah, it's good for Marcus Edwards though. It's exactly what his manager will want from him. He knows that the team's under pressure. He's going to want his ball players to retain the ball.
Lucas Moura, a chance to drive towards goal, but a well-timed challenge to nick it back from Ugarte. Trincao. Ugarte has ever a calm presence in that Sporting midfield. A player who's actually been linked with Tottenham in the Portuguese media and Paris Saint-Germain as well. Prior to match day 5, he'd made more tackles and interceptions combined than any player in the Champions League this season. He was way ahead of Florentino, the Benfica player, who's in second place as well. He is somebody to keep an eye on, Ugarte.
There's a lot of talented players in this team. He's definitely one of them. If I had to pick one, it would be Porro. I'd take him. Zamora, the right wing back. He's different class.
The list of players that club Sporting have produced over the years is remarkable, isn't it, really? Figo, Ronaldo, Paulo Futre, João Moutinho, Simão, Quaresma, Rui Patricio, Bruno Fernandes, Rafael Leao is making waves in Italy at the minute. There's many others we can mention as well. Firm challenge from Romero on Paulinho. And the Sporting players didn't like the firmness of it.
He got the ball.
Well, it's the part of the game that he loves, Romero. He's getting stuck in. There's a lot of frustration. I mean, he wins that one cleanly, and he wins that one cleanly. Yes, it's aggressive, but he's going for the ball. I think the lunge, once he's off the ground there, is probably deemed as dangerous play and out of control. So you can see why the referees pulled him up on it and why the Sporting players were really upset.
It was Paulinho on the wrong end of that challenge. Oh. He's called it across here to produce.
Are you all right, Ref?
I thought that he'd let it go, the referee.
I think the referees deemed it as a 2-footed challenge, and it wasn't. He was aggressive, yes, but he's won the ball. He's not sure you can play that way in the game today, unfortunately. I'm not sure what he's done there. He hasn't headbutted anybody. It's a harsh one.
Ryan Hill and Ryan Sessegnon, I'm hearing, are going to be coming on shortly for Tottenham. It does look a bit like Sporting have ridden that storm, doesn't it? As we saw from Spurs. Son.
Now what are you doing, mate?
Paulinho is the player down again. Romero. Doherty. Romero. Dyer. Across it comes to Doherty. Romero. Hoybier. Doherty.
Come on, Lucas.
Lucas Moura.
No. It's not to a Spurs player.
Really poor that from Lucas Moura. It's not a difficult ball that. It was on the plate for him just to whip across the box.
Around that, I think it was always going to be stretching to keep it in. Just wondering how much Jermaine might be feeling it in the final 20 minutes. Should he stay on? Lucas Moura may be one of those who's brought off in light of the fact this is his first start.
Yeah. I mean, look, he's going to be slightly rusty. Not been out there for a while for a start, as you mentioned. Not surprised me to see Ryan Hill take his place.
Bentancur. Perisic. Comes across here to Doherty.
Come on, Doherty.
Hit it!
Oh, for
Just
God's
kept out.
sake. No. We need it to go
Good
in.
save. At his near post. Higher down. Here's Hoybier. The danger's still not clear. And they've got a corner.
Yeah, it was a really good save from Adam. I think Doherty did the right thing. He's definitely probably thinking, do I hit it first time? But he took a good touch, good strike on target. It's just a strong arm from Adam down at his near post to get it away.
It's not a good game so far, the Sporting keeper. In his return from suspension.
Oh, it's horrible.
Plays that well too.
It's really good.
Knock him out.
It's the difference that between, punching one out and catching it. It just diffuses everything when the keeper comes in.
I better be a yellow card.
With 20 minutes to go, Tottenham can make these two changes. So Doherty is one of those being taken off. Sessegnon and Hill, the players coming on. Saw that short cameo, didn't we, Jermaine, here from Brian Hill in the game against Frankfurt, where he got a penalty in the closing stages.
Yeah, I was thinking, I saw Antonio Conte have a little chat with Lucas Moura a minute ago, and that was just to say, look, have a little spell up right wing back for me, because Ryan Sessegnon's just been held off coming on.
So the goal scorer Edwards comes off. Fatawu is the player who comes on to replace him. Bentancur. Early involvement for Brian Hill, who's
He's got a corner.
It should be a corner. Well, they have been looking to bring on Sessegnon as well, Tottenham, but they've changed their mind on that one, and he's gone back to sit down again now. And they change their heart perhaps there from Conte.
Yes, definitely. Even he was right there on the touchline, and it was just a late shout just to kind of say, let's have a bit longer to look at it.
Come on.
Davis, slipped by Brian Hill. Mateus Race plays it forward. Kept in play by Lucas Moura. Can his side see it through? What a huge result it would be for Sporting. Beat an English side in the Champions League group stage for the first time when they defeated Spurs in the reverse fixture. They repeat the feat. Romero. Son.
Come on.
And still Son. Crowded out on the edge of the box. Hill gets to it. Hoybier. Lucas Moura. Davis. Perisic. Boyvier. And Lucas Moura. Brian Hill. Back to Lucas Moura again. Plenty in the box to aim at. Over towards Son. It was Mateus Reis with the header clear. And put into touch by Flavio Nazinho. Sporting able to make one final change, and that has been readied at the moment. Jeremiah St. Just is going to be coming on a centre half. Perisic with the cross. Over towards Lucas Moura, who's kept it going. It was a bit awkward that for the keeper. He couldn't take any chances and concedes a corner.
Yeah, it wasn't a great ball from Perisic, but I think when he comes back from Lucas Moura, Adnan felt he's obviously got to do something with it. Would have been a gamble just to think that I was going to drift over the bar.
Tottenham need a big moment. Can they find it here as we approach the final 15 minutes? And it's flicked on and only just over. Really close.
Yeah, best effort so far. Just trying to guide this one towards the far post. Just gets a tiny bit too much on it, Eric Dyer. It's beating the keeper. He's just hopeful at that moment. His prayers are answered.
So here's that change that we had been expecting. It's certainly a defensively minded change with the centre forward Paulinho taken off and Jerry St. Just brought on, a former Dutch youth international. He missed the reverse fixture with a muscle injury. Just on the right hand side of that back three, the former Mainz player. Romero. Davis. Peddling. Pedro Porro got to it.
Peddling.
Seduced. Pedro Porro, who's been excellent down that right hand side. This is Artur Gomez, who scored that injury time second against Tottenham. And he's played it through brilliantly here. Great save by Lloris. Now denied. Sporting a second there.
Well, the run is brilliant. He's got Romero chomping at his heels, but keeps going, bides his time, lays it on a plate, and Lloris does really well just to stop Nazinho sticking that one away.
Such an important save from the Tottenham goalkeeper, who's been pretty quiet in this second half. They picked their moments so well there, and Nazinho should have scored.
Well, he's come from almost like a left wing back position to find himself all the way up there, and a couple of players that have come on, Gomez and Nazinho, just got that bit of pace, that bit of freshness about them.
They could be in again here. Nazinho's in the box again, and it's pushed right to him.
Oh, for God's sake.
Oh, two big misses. And how important could it prove to be?
Well, it's Pedro Porro again. Little 1-2s round the corner. It's a brilliant strike on goal. And Nazinho's got to stick that away. Being too precise, just hit the back of the net.
In goes the cross towards Hill. It's turned behind by Mateus for a corner. Flavio Nazinho has never scored a senior goal. The player who's just 19 has come through the Sporting youth system. He could have scored twice in a minute there. At the other end now, Tottenham seek an equaliser. Nice ball wide by Brian Hill.
Oh, for God's sake.
Just been a continual lack of conviction from Tottenham in the final third tonight. But that man, I'm told at times, isn't able to watch at the moment.
That's nice, isn't it?
Somebody with an ever-growing reputation in the game, but if he could bring his sporting side to London and win, it would be yet another feather in his cap. It's had a meteoric rise, really, as a coach, Ruben Amorim. He's only appointed coach of Braga's B team in September of 2019. Won the league title with Sporting in his first season.
Come on, Tottenham.
Ugarte. So Longley is going to be coming on shortly. They kept a clean sheet on their last visit to England, sporting that goalless draw at Manchester City in the round of 16 last season after they've been thumped in Portugal. Can Tottenham find a way through them here?
Have to.
Perisic with the cross. It's come to Brian Hill.
Oh, for God's sake.
It's a corner.
That's about all they've got to offer at the minute. Tottenham is just lumping balls in the box and hoping somebody's going to get on the end of it, but Brian Hill just trying to keep that one alive. And his team the corner.
Just over 10 minutes to go. And they can't watch the Sporting coach as it's swung in dangerously.
Yes! Was that Bentancur? Don't say it's a foul of the goalkeeper.
Bentancur was in there. How they needed that. How the atmosphere changes. And what a big 10 minutes we have ahead of us here.
What are you moaning about?
Well, the Sporting players aren't happy. They're arguing with the referee, but it seemed fine. It does look like Bentancur got ahead of Adnan. Just got there before him.
Yeah, it's no foul in that.
Doesn't do anything wrong. Rises above him. Keeper comes out. Doesn't deal with it. It's a brilliant header from Bentancur.
Yeah.
Just hangs. And gets such
Come on,
a
Tottenham.
vital goal for that man.
Bentancur's first Champions League goal. It gives them hope that they could yet win this tonight. And no wonder he couldn't look. I suspect there could be something of an onslaught now from Tottenham. They will sense the opportunity to win this game and go through.
Well, they've had to dig deep in this second half because they're not playing well, and they've had to find another way. But you're right, that's going to give them a huge lift. The next 10 minutes of this game now.
You're getting lost red.
Vital. But what we do know as well is that we've seen that Sporting, when they pick their moments, they tend to pick them well. And let's be honest, Jermaine, they really should have finished the game as a contest with those chances for Nazinha.
Well, they've had the best chances of the game. And the manager, Ruben, will be sat there thinking, you know, once you miss those chances, you kind of know what's coming when you've been in the game long enough.
Harry Kane is back defending. Tottenham want to counter.
No.
Brian Hill is chasing this. It's sliced and Son's looking to try and get there. He's got the pace to get there. Backed up by Brian Hill.
You get lost.
Some saying that he was behind the line when it touched him.
Yeah, I'm not sure he was, though. I think Ugate's just done very well. He didn't have the legs to keep up with Son. He had the quickness of thought.
Well, maybe he was. Maybe he was off the pitch, Son. Let's have a look at the table as it stands in this tightest of sections. Worth repeating again, if Tottenham were to win tonight, they would be sure of qualification with a game to spare. a point clear at the top as it stands, but it's a group that's kept us guessing. It's a fantastic section for the neutral, I have to say. Here's Bentancur.
Come on.
Ryan Hill is up lively since coming on, and he's brought
That's a foul. Book him.
They've taken it quickly. And too quickly for the referee.
Oh.
One thing I miss from the game these days, those quick free kicks. Just referees just allowing teams to get organised too much.
Now the equaliser from a set piece. Can they find a way to get in front here, Tottenham?
We've got another aerial threat on the pitch in Longley.
Son will take it. Can he find quality? He can. It's
Come on.
Brilliant.
Oh my God.
Oh,
How
they
do you
should be in front. What a cross that was. It deserved a goal.
Oh, it's the ball of the night.
How have you not scored, mate?
It really is, and the header from Dyer just in front of him. It'd have been almost better just leaving it.
Come
It was
on.
that good a ball.
Artur Gomez is here, and Lloris has come rushing out.
What are you
And Artur
doing?
Gomez with the cross, and Nazinho is in there. There's a bit of a rush of blood to the head there for Hugo Lloris. We saw one at the weekend as well. Heart in mouth moment.
What, so you're telling me he's
Having another
offside?
look now. I think he's offside. I think that's what's been given.
Why
Gomez.
take so long to give it then?
Lloris wouldn't have known that. He found himself in no man's land again.
Come on,
This is frantic.
Oh.
Artur. Seduced. Just a reminder that we have two big Premier League games coming up on our channels. Leicester against Manchester City first, and then we have a London derby, Chelsea, Arsenal. Here was found Kane. Emerson's up in support. Kane had to be careful, he wasn't tripped. Coates that he didn't trip Kane there. Emerson, is there another goal in this for Tottenham? Harry Kane usually finds one. Couldn't find a way through there. Emerson goes down. Referee points at the ball. Ryan Hill with a chance to cross. Not too much bend on it. Long from Adam. Boyd used his body really well there. It's found Brian Hill. Referee's played the advantage. Emerson makes the run down the right. Kane is central. Emerson. Three on the edge of the box who are making their way in now. Emerson with the cross.
That's good.
Bentancur.
Come on, Bentancur. Lead it.
Longley played it wide. Over it comes
Come
to
on,
Emerson.
What are you doing?
He didn't need that at that moment. The no-look pass just didn't come off.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. He's got acres of space to put this ball in the box. If you're going to do it, at least have the quality to do it.
Well, you can see why Conte's pointing to his head there.
Come
What
on,
was he
man.
thinking?
That was a good bit of play. The pressure was building again, and then you just letting the team off the hook, and it's not the time to be doing that.
Come on.
Kane looking for Son as he so often does, but that was really well read by Jerry Seduced.
Been good sporting, I think. They've shown both sides to the game.
What's he doing?
The first half, very good on
Who
the ball.
knows?
Second half, been able to kind of be much more robust. sit a bit deeper, make life more difficult.
Come on, we're gonna go, mate.
Perisic made the room for the cross.
No one's there,
Over it
man.
comes here to Brian Hill. Backed up by Emerson.
Come on.
Brian Hill ignores him. Couldn't get
No.
the required elevation. Emerson Royale. Højbjerg. Can they keep Sporting pen back here? They remain a threat on the counter, though. It's fascinatingly poised, this. Perisic with the attempted cross. Less than 2 minutes of normal time to go. Early indications suggest we're expecting 5 minutes of added time.
Throw the ball, man. Come on.
Højbjerg. Emerson won the header.
I'm not gonna.
Kane content with the throw-in. Is there one big moment still left in this game, you wonder?
Nothing.
Come on, Tottenham.
Like the group, it's keeping us guessing. Perisic, Longlay's made a good run. Can he keep it in? He did! Oh, that's right!
Oh, for God's sake.
Eric Dyer!
Again!
Golden opportunity.
I can't believe he's missed it.
How have you missed, man?
Neither can he.
We just score these.
He's just got to get real purchase on this, and it's in the back of the net. That's it. He's just glanced at it. He thinks it's in. He can't believe that he's missed that chance, and he can't watch.
If it was Kane, it would be in, mate. Come
He looked
on.
up at just the right time, didn't he? If you want to looked up before. Watching it going wide. Oh, this is tense.
Come on,
This is
Tottenham.
nervous. This is edgy. This is the Champions League. Great entertainment in the closing stages here, but will we get a winner? Well, the shots is pushed wide by Hugo Lloris. Another important save, and it was another one of the substitutes. But Tyler with a good effort.
All the players that have came on the Sporting have been a threat. They look dangerous.
So a minimum of 5 added minutes.
Don't want it up, is he?
No.
Now some pressure to handle.
Come on, Tottenham.
Son is the counter on here for Tottenham. And Hill couldn't win the header. Emerson did. But it's back with Sporting.
Who's in with them?
And now back with Tottenham.
Come on.
Emerson, Højbjerg. Now Son looked like he was offside there.
Yeah,
Now St. Jude's got across anyway, but he was comfortably offside there, Son.
He stood in an offside position. Not like Son. Usually running from deep, making life difficult.
Come on.
They've got a time waste, aren't they?
Son, Kane's not really been at his best either.
So they go for as well.
Hmm?
They go for as well.
Spurs go to Marseille on match day 6.
Come on.
Dad, if we draw, Marseille is still a must-win game.
Won one of their last 5 at the Velodrome.
We need to win this, and then we go through. Yeah.
In the group.
So we need to score.
Romero.
No, man.
Ugarte was there. Artur Gomez had run through the middle there, the player who scored late on in Lisbon against Tottenham. They left it very late, didn't they, on match day 2? They do the same again.
Come on, Tottenham.
Won it back. Brian Hill finds Son. Is there going to be quite the climax? Son!
No.
Pushed out.
Come on.
And Brian Hill.
What are you doing?
A Betancourt.
No.
Oh, my God.
What are you doing, man?
Keep it down,
They
you
weren't
prick.
clinical enough.
Come on.
Well, it all started with him as well. Brilliantly pressing and winning the ball.
Why don't keep it down?
I don't know, man.
I just think he wants the first one when it comes back here. I think he's thinking, just let me hit it on my left. In fairness to Hill, he does well, gives him another chance, and he should do better.
He's getting frustrated.
I'm getting frustrated.
Sorry.
He's a Sporting fan, Dad.
Spurs in his second half, I think.
Come on.
Given the fact they're not playing their best stuff, they've dug in
Dug in?
Yeah.
themselves their goal, and
Come
give it
on.
more of a go in the second half. There's no doubt they've got
We
more quality.
need to score.
But they're not playing well. Their confidence is low.
If you're
Sporting fans in that corner, not happy at all that the free kick has gone Tottenham's way there. Urgency about Tottenham.
come on, man.
Still that carrot of the possibility of seeing themselves through with a win. Hill. He's played well since coming on. That's a good ball too, stretching the play, bringing Perisic into it. Son's in the box.
Don't get their
Kane's
heads
in
on
the
it.
box.
No,
Good header clear.
not him.
Højbjerg keeps them ticking over.
Come on. I'll see it, you can.
Less than 2 minutes to go.
Come on.
Bentancur with another ball into the
No.
box.
Doing.
Come on.
Dyer.
What?
Gives Sporting.
Are you alright, ref? You're ruining the game, mate.
Well, this side go to Bournemouth next in the Premier League. And as I said, it's the intimidating, the atmospheric velodrome.
Come
Match
on.
day 6 for Spurs. This side at home to Frankfurt on the final night in this section. Is there going to be the latest of late drama here?
Oh,
Ugarte.
for God's sake.
The committed numbers forward here. Ugarte.
Come on.
He's continued his run into the box. It's Pedro Porro. Bit of a rush of blood to the head.
Probably the first wrong decision he's made all game because
Come on, Tottenham.
Ugarte
One
made a
last
lovely
chance.
late run into the box and could have picked him out. Well, this is it.
Last chance. This could be the last attack. Perisic. Lots of white shirts forward here. Perisic with the cross. It's over towards Emerson.
Yes!
He's won it! Harry Kane, the hero! The Stadium in North London! That's how you celebrate a winner! They could not have left it any later. Sporting devastated. Tottenham elated. And surely through to the round of 16.
Well, Kane's got his arm up. It really was last chance. And Perisic, he bided his time, gets it back onto his right foot. And it's the run from Emerson. He's clearly onside. Kane's behind the ball. It's a deflection and a finish. That goal should stand.
We're going to stay in the right.
If it doesn't.
It was the right man.
Yeah, it took a deflection
In
off
the right
him.
moment, at the right time.
What's he on about?
Goal
Just to
shot.
stick it away.
It took a deflection off the
Against Spurs,
Sporting
it's
player.
late
We're checking it forward.
It's just, you know.
Now still this check is going on.
Why?
Well, don't say no goal.
What a moment that was.
There's no reason why it
Is
shouldn't
it
be a
gonna
goal.
Snuffed out though. The drama just
Boy.
There should be no reason
It
as to
looks like he's
why.
behind the ball to me when Emerson heads it back.
We saw Ugarte there pointing at his arm as well.
What's wrong with his arm?
It's tight.
Just give it, man.
It's really tight.
Yeah, what are you smiling at?
Yeah, here getting involved with Mateus as well. Well,
Well,
it's a match-winning
Come
goal,
on.
potentially one that would send Tottenham through. No wonder
Come on, how long's it take?
every possible check in the VAR room
What are they
is
checking?
being made here. It's Paul van Boekel, an Eredivisie referee who is in charge of VAR this evening.
Surely there's something wrong with it. It
We
should
move
take this
into
long.
an 8th minute of added time.
Well, this place might get the opportunity to celebrate again. They're really taking their time over it.
Oh my God. This is ridiculous.
And the nerves jangling here. Is it going to be a reprieve for Ruben Amorim and Sporting, or do Tottenham get to celebrate all over again?
What are they?
He's the most relaxed man in the stadium.
What was it tight?
And he's just saying to the players, I don't know what you want me to say to you because I'm taking instruction from Paul van Boekel, the VAR official.
Come on.
3 minutes now since that ball hit the back of the net.
I mean, it's just too long.
You shouldn't take this
If
long.
it's that tight, they can't clearly call it.
Come on.
The
Jeez.
goal should stand.
What are you doing? What?
Oh, wow.
What?
Oh, wow.
What are you
It's
on?
been disallowed.
What are you
Oh,
on?
retrieve the Amarim.
What are you on?
How can that be right?
That makes no sense.
What's up?
Oh, get lost, mate.
Furious here. He said, "You're red
What?
card for Conte."
Oh,
It was like the air went out of a balloon then, and that decision was communicated to the stadium from the highest of highs to dejection here for Tottenham.
Is it offside?
Oh, how tight.
what?
I mean,
How? What are you on?
what are they going off there?
I don't understand.
Well, victory snatched away from Spurs and Conte, and he couldn't control his emotion, his frustration.
Officials are ridiculous.
But that took an absolute age, didn't it? I don't know exactly how long, but it must have been around 4 minutes.
Yeah, and there'll be a group of people that say, well, that's what it's there for, and it's the right decision. And there'll be a group of people who say, well, that's what ruins the game because, 3 minutes once the ball hits the back of the net is just ridiculous.
To decide that.
If it's that
You
tight, you
got
should
a
just
little
give the
glimpse
goal.
of, some drawings and lines and where they took the lines off, but
Well, then you both
Yeah,
not
exactly.
So what do you have that time
Absolute bullshit.
What do you have that time on?
He got what he wanted.
I don't know.
A very valuable point for Sporting. It all goes down to match day 6. A section that continues
You
to
can't.
keep us
It
guessing.
doesn't take that long to figure out if it's offside or not.
Just listen in here.
Yeah, he's one of the coaching, but
Well, didn't hear too much there. What's being said to Danny Mackley. The decision will not change. Spurs miss an opportunity to seal the deal and now must seek to secure qualification in the cauldron that is a velodrome in Marseille. Sporting host Frankfurt, but the inquest will go on. There's a point apiece though in North London.
All
Tottenham
that.
1, Sporting 1.
Well, that was certainly a dramatic ending to what has been a big night for Tottenham here in North London. But they thought they'd won it. Then the goal was disallowed for offside. We are going to have to look into that in a bit, and we'll get the thoughts of Glenn Hoddle, Pedro Mendes, and Owen Hargreaves and Mosquito. But as things stand, Tottenham are top of the table. But as you can see, it's so tight that it's all to play for now.
you just got a win there.
6. But what did you
We should
make
have won
of it,
that.
Glenn?
Well, it's quite incredible, isn't it?
Well, we should have done. I don't see how they disallowed it.
But I did have a funny feeling that Harry might have just drifted into an offside position. Whether
But it
is
came on
or
to
not,
Sporting
I
player.
don't know. It's a very, very tight.
I'm
one because
confused.
I don't know whether he was behind the ball when the ball was headed. But maybe it's his toe now. It's his toe that's advanced into an offside position. But incredible. I think Conte gets sent off as well. Spurs were better second half, but it wasn't like a cultured performance second half. I think the Sporting were a young team at the end of the day who finished the game, and they lacked a bit of experience. But it's going to feel devastating tomorrow, and in that dressing room that Spurs haven't won.
What did you think, Pedro, overall?
Well, I think it's two different games. First half, I think Sporting dominated, played as they wanted, as they like to play. Second half, Spurs a little more pressure on the ball, more fast, quicker paces, and Sporting Amorim just had a courage to change to 5 kids, 18, 19-year-olds. At the end, they had 2 clear chances to score, and they missed. And but the times to kill the game, they lack that type of experience, and Spurs just press it. I think, but at the end of the day, I think the draw is a fair result.
Yeah, I'm with Pedro. I think Taylor to Sporting were by far the better side first. Tottenham
We were better
fantastic
second
in the
half.
second half. More energy, more effort, higher intensity.
Where was that
I
intensity
don't
in the
know.
first half, though, Owen?
I think at times they are reactive. It's just how
But
they
why
play.
was that ref so
They're good on the
smug?
break, especially
He
with
was
the
like,
attacking
it's offside,
players
it's
that they have.
offside.
The sporting. Pedro mentioned at halftime they got more confident, more possession than they had.
I don't get it.
Probably in the second half they couldn't keep the ball.
I don't get it. How is
They just couldn't
offside?
keep the ball, man. They couldn't get up the pitch, change all the kids into the game, and they really suffered. If that
And they
game
get
would have
Conte
gone on
getting
2
sent off.
minutes longer, I think they probably would have lost. But credit to them, they were way better second half, but they need that from the start. They can do it.
I mean, they have to go 1-0 down, it seems to be, before they start playing. They're playing with a bit of a handbrake on them. And it happened against Frankfurt. They would go 1-0 down here against Frankfurt, and then they put in a great performance and win the game. They go down to 10 men, Marseille, against them here, and then they start playing and they get the 2 goals, Richarlison. And it's the same today. It's like up to half time, we were scratching our heads thinking, what are Tottenham doing? You know, they were outplayed. But it was about forcing yourself, the intent, getting bodies forward, pressurising the ball, which they didn't do first half, that actually got them back in the game and got the crowd going. And then in the end,
It's the first time we heard
Sporting were hanging on. They were just hanging on. If that was a boxing, they'd be on the ropes, they were just hanging on. And you think Harry gets the knockout punch, but, you know, that VAR and offside have killed it. But if it's offside, it's offside. It's
But is it though?
It took that long. It was so close, wasn't it?
Took over 3 minutes, didn't it? And we'll get into it and we'll analyse it. We'll get the thoughts of all three in the studio on that point. But let's just show you what's gone on elsewhere in the group between Frankfurt and Marseille. And it was a huge night for Frankfurt as they have registered a 2-1 win over Marseille. And that is their second win of this Champions League campaign. And you can see that Frankfurt then move up to third in that table. And as you can see from the points tally there, it is wide open. This one goes down to match day 6. And the other English side in action today was, of course, Liverpool as they travelled to Ajax. Now, we knew that Liverpool had to just draw or win, of course, to qualify. And they did it in style. It was a 3-0 win in Amsterdam for Liverpool. Salah, Nunez and Harvey Elliott with the goals to the delight of that man there, Jurgen Klopp, as Liverpool are through to the knockout stages of this season's Champions League. Right, well, here's a date for your diary. Saturday, the 3rd of December, Tyson Fury faces Derek Chisora in an all-British heavyweight showdown. And that's right here at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, and that's live for you only on BT Sports Box Office. Right, so we're going to take a breath and take a break. It was elation for Tottenham, temporarily to the delight
All
of
that just for them to disallow it because they're dickheads.
his team had won it late on, but then VAR ruled it offside. Tottenham were disappointed. He was sent off. We'll talk about it all after
Yeah.
this.
Right?
What did Conte do to get sent off? Did he get a bit mouthy? So, well, if I was there, I'd get a bit narky as well. If I was there, I'd be getting a bit narky as well.
Yeah.
I bet they were looking for literally anything to disallow it because I hate us.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you got your dollar on there.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well,
I'll have to look.
yeah, I'll borrow it. Until money out of bed.
Because you have no money on you.
I haven't got it on me, because I ain't got my wallet on me.
Water sausage.
Well, fancy leave it alone.
Versus Manchester City live on BT Sport.
No,
I'm down to be last fag.
I thought you would check
Oh,
that
two
you got it
fags,
with
two
you.
fags. What?
I thought you checked that you got it with you.
I thought I picked it up. I must have put it back down again.
to save with Morrison's.
I've got a headache again.
You've got a headache. Have a looky.
It's because of the stupid VAR. It pisses me off. Actually, it's not the actual VAR, it's the officials. They're shit.
Go on, won't you? Have a look, baby. Have a look.
I will.
I'll get it now or in the morning.
Look at James crushing questions. This Samsung's got vibrant colours and
I'm
anti-glare, so I can watch the footy even if it's bright. Let me check, he says. Sun, sand, football, you know the score. Because like all Curry's experts, James leaves no question unanswered. So he knows when he says, it's a winner, reduces glare from any angle. And he knows there's a 1 in 20 chance of winning your money back
Explain to
at
me
Curry's.
how it was offside.
Want all of
That would be
shots
great
without getting a
because
spin?
Yeah, I'm not having it. I'm sorry.
Like the new bigger bash bonanza.
Anyways,
Or you
I was
could
going to do
wheel
this
in
live watch along
4,000 times your
because,
stake.
yeah, I'm just going to go to Instagram. I'm going to put this up anyway. Instagram. Yeah, there'll be a match reaction coming tomorrow.
You're wrong.
But yeah,
Actimel
be sure to
contains
give this
vitamins
live
D and B6.
stream a thumbs up, subscribe down
Which helps
below,
support my immune system.
and I'll see you guys again tomorrow.
So I can hang out and dance with my
Be ready
friends.
for it. Be ready. Come on, you Spurs.
Treasure moments with my family. Actimel, immune support.